What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Maggie Hayes Yoga. Today we've got another quickie and we are focusing on yoga for anxiety today because sometimes you are just freaking anxious and life can get crazy, and that is okay because we have the tools to shift that. So we're not going to be focusing on any really powerful or quick movements. We are focusing on nourishing the body, being really intentional with all of our movements and working on just relaxing the nervous system. So go ahead, get comfortable, find a space in which you just feel good, and we'll get started. Okay, so go ahead and find a comfortable seat, and we are going to start with a quick breathing exercise because the breath is going to be our foundation to shifting those emotions, to working with our anxiety and moving it into a different place. So relax the arms. Let's have the palms down on the knees. So having the palms down is going to be very grounding. It's going to kind of help us work with our own energy as it is right now. Start to close the eyes. Relax the shoulders. And just start to breathe. First, just noticing how the breath feels in your body. Noticing where it is, how is it traveling, how is it moving. And then we'll start to move towards kind of manipulating the breath a little bit. So as you inhale, I want you to breathe down from the throat to the chest and deep into the belly. Let the belly expand with your breath. And then as you exhale, send the breath back up from your belly to your chest, to your throat, and even up through the crown of the head. So inhaling deep down into the belly, envision that breath just nourishing all of your organs, all of these systems that exist within the body. And then exhaling to relax, to lift them up, sending the breath up. Inhaling to expand, to nourish, to fill. And then exhaling to relax, to cleanse. Keep it going on your own for just a few more rounds, and any time that your mind starts to wander, that different thoughts start to pop up into your head, just actively direct your focus back to your breath and back to that pathway. Notice your body. Feel your palms resting on your body. This physical confirmation that you are here. Using the breath, using the body as something tangible to connect us to this present moment where nothing else exists. Take one more full round of breath. And then bring the palms together at the center of your chest and take a little bow chin to chest. And take a moment to honor your practice. Honor the power of your awareness. And just that strength, that resilience that is always, always with you. Okay, I think we have set a solid foundation for our movement practice. So let's start with a side stretch. Your right hand is going to come down to the side, right side, and then left arm comes up and over. You can come down onto right forearm if you have a little more space, but keep those right fingertips pointing out. Right shoulder is down the back. And as you pull right shoulder down the back, can you extend left ribs further away from left hip, lengthening this side body? And then slowly start to come back up and take it other side. Left palm, left forearm down, right arm up and over. You almost want to push out with right hip, extend out with right rib. So move those two in the opposite direction. Navel pulls to the spine. And then release, come back up. And we'll take a long butterfly pose. So soles of the feet come together, but extend those feet forward so that your legs kind of make a diamond shape. Take an inhale, deep inhale. And then just relax forward on your exhale so you can round the spine. Relax your head, relax your neck. And work on moving your forehead to the arches of your feet. And if you can't make that connection just yet, that's okay. Maybe grab a block or a pillow would be great. And just relax your head down, but try to feel some kind of pressure at the point between your eyebrows. Close your eyes if you haven't already and breathe so, so deeply. We're going to be here for a little bit. So again, imagine your inhale just nourishing everything inside the body, from your low back to your outer hips. And let your exhale relax these spaces. Starting to let gravity really do its thing as you settle deeper into this posture. Slowly lift yourself up. Extend your right leg out at a diagonal. Keep your left heel in towards your hips. Pivot so your shoulders are square over that right leg, and then take an inhale and fold, exhale. And see if there's any point, any place physically where you can soften. So we're not so much working on forcing ourselves into a deeper variation of the posture. We're more just letting our body be exactly where it is And then letting those natural elements like gravity support us. Using the energy that surrounds us to work with the energy that is inside of us. And then let's lift it up and take it to the other side. Left leg out, right heel in, square off your shoulders, take an inhale. And then fold, exhale. Let your body soften. Relax your neck. Relax your jaw. Relax your head. And relax your brain. Slowly come back, and we'll find a malasana. So toes turned out to about 45 degrees. Your stance can be as wide as your mat, wider, however you need. Also, option to sit back on something to support you if this is too much on the hips. First, let's bring the palms together at the center of the chest, and elbows kind of nudge into your inner knees. So we can start to really open up the hips. Push down with your pinky toes. And while we're here, not that this will help with anxiety very much, but you can also get a really nice wrist stretch here by moving the heels of your hand further down towards the ground. So sometimes that's just nice to throw in there. And actually, releasing all physical tension is great for anxiety, so I take it back. This is good. Keep a lift in your chest, shoulders down. Okay, now we're going to keep the legs the same, but start to relax your head. So we're in that kind of rounded spine that we took with that first butterfly pose. Rest your hands, your arms out in front of you. Bring the palms face up. Close your eyes. Again, letting gravity do its work. Making space along the back. Releasing tension in the neck, in the shoulders. Okay, slowly coming back. Bring your palms to the ground. Start to lift your hips up and heel toe your feet in until they are hips width distance apart. And we're going to take a ragdoll forward fold. So you can fit 2 fists in between your feet. That's hips width distance. And then keep a little bend in your knees. Let your upper body get really heavy. Relax your head, relax your neck. Relax your brain and just breathe. Keeping that little bend in the knees so that we can keep our fold in our hip joint and stretch out that sacrum, that low back. Getting the arms nice and heavy is going to assist gravity as it pulls down, as it lengthens. Next inhale, hands to the ground, find a half lift. Come to a wide-legged stance, so feet are like 3 feet apart. Inhale for your half lift, and then fold. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, separate legs stretching. Push into the outer edges of your feet. Keep your hips stacked over your ankles. Next inhale, take another half lift, lengthen the spine. Pivot to your right, find a low lunge on your exhale. And then lower your back knee down, lift your chest up, bring your hands to your hips. So we're opening all of these kind of big points that tend to hold a lot of tension, like the hips, like the chest, the shoulders. Push into the top of your back foot. And for this variation, you can just let the hips relax, let the hips fall. Maybe moving the hands to your low back and kind of nudging your hips forward, hugging elbows behind you so you can lift your chest. Lizard pose. Bringing the hands to the inside of the front foot. You can heel toe that foot to the outer edge of your mat. And we'll be here for a few breaths. So we want that relaxed variation, so you can keep your back knee down. You can stay on your palms, you can come down to your forearms, but relax the head, relax the neck, and just breathe. Push into the inner edge of your right foot as you hug your knee in towards the shoulder. Slowly, effortlessly, start to make your way back to that wide-legged stance in the center. So tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then we'll take it over to the left. Finding our low crescent lunge, back knee down, lift the chest up, hands to your hips. And be so intentional with your breath. Notice where it is in your body. And mindfully practice making the length of your breath a little longer. Especially that exhale. Give yourself a full, complete exhale. Lizard pose, hands down, left foot out. Find your depth. Relax your head. Relax your neck. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Relax your belly. Slowly make your way back to your wide-legged stance. Turn your toes out to 45 degrees and we'll take a supported skandasana. So hands are going to stay on the ground. Deeply bend your right knee. Sit your hips down. Left leg straightens out. So just like that malasana, if this feels like too much, just nudge something under your hips. Give yourself a seat. Reach through your left heel. And let's take it to the other side. Moving slowly, moving mindfully, moving with your breath. So again, anytime those thoughts, those worries, anxious distractions start to come up, because it is very, very likely that they will, that's okay. Acknowledge it, but say to yourself, now I am pushing down with my left heel. Now I am lifting my chest. Now I am flexing through my right foot. So bring all of these physical sensations to the forefront of your mind. So starting to practice bringing yourself into this present moment. And again, using these tangible things such as the physical body to get you there. Okay, come back to that wide-legged stance, and we're going to take pigeon pose to the right side. So shift to a low lunge, and then start to heel toe right foot to the left edge of your mat. Flex your foot as you let your knee lower down. Make sure that this right knee is outside your right shoulder. Work on pulling the left heel, or left hip, forward. And for this pigeon, you want to focus on really grounding the hips. So again, if the hips feel like they are just so high up and you are so uncomfortable, give yourself that support through that block, through that pillow. And once you feel really firm in your seat, you can start to relax down. And imagine your spine just lengthening out of your hips. Imagine your breath following the pathway of your spine. Inhaling from the throat to the chest, to the belly, to the hips. And then exhaling all the way back up. Noticing where you can physically soften. Where are you holding on? And let's start to come up. Push into your hands to plant that right foot down on the ground again, and then shift it to the other side. Isn't this fun? We're just spinning round and round, going back and forth. Okay, take a moment in this upright position. find your hips, ground down through your body and through your physical connection to the ground. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, and then you can start to fold forward. Closing the eyes and going into your body, dropping into your body. Following the spine as you breathe. And you can try, even as your breath passes through all of these physical spaces, can you soften, can you relax each one as the breath passes through? Lift yourself up. And then come to the middle for a straddle. However you'd like to get there. Sometimes the transition can be a little messy. That's fine. But bring the legs out wide. Spine straight. Reach out with your heels. And hold it here for a moment. Starting to ground down in front of your sits bones as you tip your tailbone back. And then slowly, mindfully, letting the chest lower down. This is also a great place for your block, your prop, your pillow, to give yourself something to rest your head on and find that pressure at the point between the eyebrows. Keep your breath nice and slow. Giving yourself all of these physical reminders, staying in your body to reaffirm that you are here. That you are safe. Slowly lift yourself up. Ooh, and again, take a moment here. Close the eyes this time. Be still. Let your energy settle. So often we want to fidget, we want to move, we want to run because something feels uncomfortable. But if we can just stay, if we can be still, if we can observe instead of attaching to whatever emotion we are feeling, eventually it just passes. We just have to be reminded to remind ourselves that we are capable of staying. Okay, find a comfortable seat so you can cross at the ankles, We will close together before I leave you in your Shavasana. So bring the palms together at the center of your chest and take your bow chin to chest. And honor yourself. Really take a moment to feel that. Honor yourself. When you can do so, you are reminded, you remind yourself just how strong, just how capable you are. And all of that comes from the power of your presence, your awareness. And I am here for you every step of the way. The divine in me sees and honors the divine in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so, so much. And I now invite you to take your rest. Take your Shavasana. Let your beautiful energy settle through your body. Let it really seep into your cells. And I will see you next time.